Shalom Akim. Yabashima Shah Brakathum. May Yabashima Shah continue to bless you and your households. All praises to Yahweh Shema Shai. Divine to the apostles of great millstone and peace and mercy to the election. Another GMS inspiration and motivation. Be inspired, number 5. Will you trust in the Lord? Okay. Now we see that the enemy, the Edomite, is mounting up. Now he's threatening our livelihoods. He's talking about taking your jobs. He's talking about persecuting you this and that way if you don't take his vaccine and get down with his new way of living. But will you trust in the Lord? Okay. We get to the point where the temptations from Satan to get you to curse the Heavenly Father is finna start rearing its ugly head at an all-time high. But will you trust in the Lord, man? You may go without eating for a couple of days, man, because you can't go to the supermarket or you know, things of the sort. But will you trust in the Lord? You may even lose. Hey, you brethren out there, we got children. They have laws set against us to take your children if you do not get them the vaccine or get them vaccinated under medical neglection. But will you trust in the Lord? And that's a spirit. That car just had 444 on the license plate. You know? All right? You may get grabbed up. You may get tossed in a concentration camp, but will you trust in the Lord? Yahweh Shema Shai. That's the question. Now, I was talking to a brother the other day, and we were talking about the foundation. Okay? And I was considering to myself in the spirit that what's like the main importance of your foundation, or thinking about it. I was thinking to myself, okay, what is the main thing? What's the main importance of your foundation? Why is the foundation important? And I concluded in my mind that the foundation, your foundation, all what you go through, your experiences, dealing in the spirit, everything you going through, and your walking is in trying to please the Lord. It's just coming to get to know Him, because as is written in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, the first verse, it says, "My son, when I come to serve thy Lord, prepare thy soul for temptations." Them temptations are finna become real. Okay? Them temptations are finna become real, just like the color you see in your eyeball. And they're gonna put you in, them temptations are gonna put you in a pickle of a thin line between choosing good and choosing evil. Okay? It's either you're gonna curse the Heavenly Father to the face, or you're gonna trust in the Heavenly Father. But there seem to be consequences on both sides. You trust in Yahweh Shema Shai, Esau threatens to take your life. Okay? Esau threatens to take your livelihood, or take your children, or even take you yourself. But will you trust in the Lord? Now the other part is you side with Esau, you side with him, and you comply to his way. Then you have the Heavenly Father that's going to be riding you now. You know? You have the Heavenly Father that's going to be all up and down on you, man. You know what I mean? So the foundation, at the end of the day, it's a thin line. It's a thin line between good and evil, and you're going to have to pick a choice of what do you want to do. Will you trust in the Lord, or will you lean on to your own understanding? You see? Because the temptations are coming. The temptations are real. All right? Let me grab this real quick. So your foundation in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, all your experiences, what you're dealing with, what you're going through in the spirit of the Lord, and what you're learning is to get you to trust in the Lord. Okay? You learn the breakdowns because you need to trust in the Lord. All right? You learn the different stories of our forefathers, the incidents that they went through in their lifetimes. They was, as it is written, things are, let me read it real quick. Romans. Now that I'm stopped. This is Romans. Romans chapter 15. Romans chapter 15 verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Everything written is for you to have hope. All right? To trust in the Lord. Am I being inspired? Will you trust in the Lord? My answer to that is yes, you should trust in the Lord. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what you're going to do. But as it just said, that we might have hope in the Lord. I'm hoping to trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, and you should be hoping too. Okay? All right? Because and that's the reason why these things are written down. Everything in the book to establish you in your mind, so when you get put in your temptations, you choose the right decision every time. Because you trusted in the Lord. This is in the book of Matthew, chapter 7. Let me see. Matthew chapter 7, verse 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man who built his house upon a rock. And the rains descended, and the floods came. Esau came. And the winds blew, the destruction came, and beat upon that house, which is your mind, you. And it fell not, for if it was founded upon a rock, and that rock is Yahweh Shai. He trusted in the Lord. When the storm came, when Esau came, he trusted on the Lord. And this house didn't get broken up. Your mind, you didn't curse the Heavenly Father. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them shall be likened unto doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. That's a man who didn't trust in the Lord. You're going to fall, okay? Your house, your mind going to break. You're going to curse the Heavenly Father. You're going to choose the wrong way. Will you trust in the Lord? Jeremiah chapter 9 verse where is it at? Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 23. Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, righteousness in the earth, and these things I delight, saith the Lord. And that's one of my favorite scriptures. That's one of my favorites. Delight in the Lord, that you understand and knoweth him. That's what's going to allow you to trust in the Lord, because you know who the Lord is. You read about him. You read about what he has done on this planet for our various forefathers. And he's going to do it again. You know? I plan on trusting in the Lord. Will you trust in the Lord? Be inspired. Number 5. Shalom. Akim Step. Shalom.